Hello friends, today's video lecture, we are going to discuss about derivatives of integument, right? So we are dealing with the integumentary system, right? So in the integumentary system, today's topic is derivatives of integuments. In that we are discussing about digital tips, right? So digital tips is nothing but this is also a derivative of integument, right? In the like the epidermal scales, we already discussed about that, and other kind of any integumentary system. It may be epidermal scales and whatever it may be, right? So it is one among them, digital tips, right? So in amniota, the distal ends of digits have claws, nails, hooves formed from the horny layer of the epidermis, right? So in case of amniota, already we know that what are the amniota, right? So in case of amniota, the distal ends, distal ends are nothing but this one, terminal ends of our phalanx, right? So distal ends of the digits, right? Distal ends of the digits have claws, nails, hooves formed from the horny layer of the epidermis. We already know which layer is the horny layer of the epidermis. That is nothing but the stratum corneum, right? So stratum corneum is the horny layer of the epidermis, right? From that layer, from that stratum corneum, this digital tips can be get originated, right? So in case of this claws, we have claws, nails and hooves. We will see one by one how they are get arranged, right? So first one is the claws, right? Claws are found in reptiles, birds and mammals. A claw covers the terminal part of a digital tip, and is supported internally by the terminal phalanx. And claws consist of two keratin plates. One is anguis and second is the subanguis, right? And at the base of the claw, the epidermis is invaginated to form a claw root, which provides new keratin layer for the growth of claw. And avian claws resemble those of reptiles but occur only on toes, right? In mammals, subanguis is reduced. In some carnivorous mammals, they have retracted claws, right? We will see one by one, right? So claws are found in reptiles, they will found in reptiles, and not only reptiles, they also found in birds and mammals, right? So usually in case of epidermal scales, first epidermal scales can be found in the reptiles. Same like this claws can be found in reptiles, not only reptiles, birds and mammals too, right? A claw covers the terminal part of the digits. We already know that. What do you mean by terminal part of the digit? That is nothing but the distal end. So the terminal claw covers the terminal part of the digit and supported internally by the terminal phalanx. Means these are the structures. Claws are the structures which covers the terminal part of the digit. These are nothing but the digits. So what they do means they will cover the only terminal parts of the digits, and they get supported internally. They have support internally from terminal phalanx. Phalanx, it is the singular word also. It is singular word of phalanges. Phalanges is the plural form and phalanx is the singular form. And second point is that claws consist of two keratin plates. Already we know what are the keratin plates, right? So the claws consist of two keratin plates. First one is anguis and second one is subanguis, right? So these claws are made up of anguis as well as subanguis, right? So anguis are upper large layers, they are upper and they are very large, and subanguis lower and small, right? At the base of the claw, the epidermis is invaginated, right? See the structure here. This is the figure. Let us consider this is the what? So this is the base of the claw, right? This one, this portion. This portion we have the base of the claw. The epidermis is invaginated, means it turns inside like this. The epidermal portion will get invaginated in case of base of the claw. Why it is so? See here, to form a claw root. Okay, so the epidermis will get invaginate to form a structure or to form a specialized portion that is nothing but the claw root. Okay, and which provides a new keratin layer. This claw root will help in providing the new keratin layer. Okay, so that is the point where a new keratin get originated, right, for the growth of the claw. Okay, so this will helps in growth of the claw, right? So here what happens, at the base of the claw, the epidermis get invaginated to form a special structure that is nothing but the claw root. Okay, what this claw root will doing? It will helping the claws. It will helping the formation of new keratin layer for growth of the claws, right? Okay, next one. In case of avian, okay, avian claws resembles those of reptiles. Okay, if you see the claws of the aves, they will resemble somewhat same towards the reptiles, right? Because claws also found in avians, right? So, but occur only on the toes. In case of birds, we will found this digital tips, that is claws only on the region of toes, right? In case of mammals, the subanguis is reduced, right? See, if you take example as mammal, in case of mammal, okay, so in case of mammal, the subanguis is comparatively reduced as compared to the reptiles, right? Okay, we know that this claw is made up of anguis and subanguis. Means here subanguis is reduced, in the sense anguis will be developed very higher as compared to the subanguis, right? So in carnivores, for example, cat, right, and etc. So in case of carnivores, which is a mammal family, okay, in case of carnivores, they have retractor claw. Okay, what do you mean by retractor claw? How it is get differentiated from normal claw, right? So simple here is, in case of retractor claw, they have some modification. They show some extra feature. Which kind of feature? Say what happens there? Their claws are get covered by the dermis, or not dermis, by the skin or integument when they are not used. Okay, so retractor claw is nothing but the claws are get covered, and the claws are get hidden by the integument or the side skin when the claws were not in used. Okay, those kind of claws or those arrangement, those feature of the claws are nothing but the retractor claw. They can only found in carnivorous mammals, right? So this regards the claws. Okay, if you see the structure here, this is the structure of this is the distal end of the claw, right? This is the distal end and this is the claw, right? So this upper layer is the anguis and lower down one is the subanguis. So what doing there? So first here the anguis and subanguis, they will unite. They are converging to form a pointed like structure. Okay, so this claw is made up of anguis as well as subanguis. They both unite together to form a pointed edge. First one. And second one is, this is the invaginated epidermal layer, which will provide a claw root, which helps in providing the keratin layer to grow this claw. Okay, so in next one is nails. Okay, so the next one is nails, right? So nails occur in primates among mammals. The anguis is broad and flat, whereas subanguis is very vascular, called it as nail bed. It imparts pinkish color to the nail. Okay, at the base of the nail, epidermis is invaginated, called as nail root. It provides keratin for growth of the nail, right? So in this sentence, the nail, how it will be formed, okay, and how it will be developed, right? So here what happens? These nails can only majorly they are found in primates among the mammals. Okay, so these nails are get originated or they are found majorly in primates among the mammals. The anguis, we know that whatever the digital discs made up of two keratin plates, that is anguis and subanguis, right? So in this case and in the nail case, this anguis is very broad, it is comparatively broad and flat, it is broad and flat, whereas this subanguis is vascular. Vascular means provided with some vessels, right? So that's why it is called as nail bed. Okay, this subanguis is called as nail bed because this subanguis in this case is highly and somewhat vascularized, right? It imparts pinkish color to the nail. This nail bed, what it will do? It imparts some color. Okay, it will impart some dye that like pinkish color. Okay, it will impart a pinkish color to the nail, right? At the base of the nail, epidermis is invaginated. We also studied this term in case of claws, right? So in case of claws also, the epidermis is get invaginated. The same case here also, in this scenario also, the nail of epidermis is invaginated. It will turns inside, right? Called as nail root. But in case of claws, what happens? In case of claws, if we have claw root. But in case of nail, we have nail root. Okay, the scenario is same, right? It provides keratin for growth of nail, right? So what is the function of this nail root? It will provide the keratin layer to develop the nail. In large sense, that is in case of claws also, the claws will also function as same. It is also provides keratin for the purpose of growth of the claws in case of claws. But in case of nail, this nail root, what it will? It will providing the keratin for the growth of the nail, right? And second one is the hooves, right? So in case of hooves occur in mammals like horse, cow, deer, etc. The anguis is large and extends all around the end of the digit and encloses the subanguis within it. Digits does not touch the ground and the animal walk on anguis. The anguis is very hard and wears off very quickly, right? So in this point we are describing the hooves, which is also a digital tip, right? So in case of hooves, they are only found in mammals. This is the case, okay? So in vertebrate class, we will find majorly in the mammals. They are only found in the mammals, right? Like horses, okay, we know that. In case of cow, we also see. In case of deer, we also see. Okay, so the anguis is large. These hooves are also made by same fundamental part, that is nothing but the anguis and subanguis. In case of nails, in case of claws, and in case of hooves too, the main fundamental point is same, that is anguis and subanguis, right? So in this case, the anguis is large and extended all around the end of the digits, right? So the anguis is very large and it will covers the end of the digit and encloses the subanguis. It also encloses the subanguis, but in last case, that is in case of claw, the anguis and subanguis will move parallel and they will converge to form a pod-like structure. But in this case, the anguis is totally covers around the subanguis, right? Encloses the subanguis within it. The digits does not touch the ground. So whatever the terminal digits we have in case of hooves, or in case of hooves, the digits will not touch to the ground, right? And the animal walk on the anguis because the terminal part of the digits is totally covered by anguis itself. That's why they will walk on anguis. The anguis is very hard and wears off very quickly. Means here what happens, like in case of scales, epidermal scales, they also get shed off. That process we know, that is nothing but the ecdysis. But in case of digital tips, that too in hoops, they can also shut off. But this is very quiet, very slow. Okay. So see the structure here. This is the structure of hoop, right? So the outermost, whatever the layer we are formed here, this is nothing but the and this, right? So this one totally around the distal part of the and this one. This is nothing but the and this lower one is the sub and this, right? So the outermost layer one will the and this, and inner one will be the sub and this, right? And this is the toe. Right, you know that. In case of nail, same. This is the nail plate, right? And this is the sub and this down to the and this, right? And here the epidermis get invaginated to form a nail bed or nail root. See here, nail matrix here, and this is the phalanx, large distal end, phalanx bone, right? So this is the pad, nail pad. Okay. So this regards the nail and this regards the hook. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you like the video, please comment and subscribe. Thank you.